Some of the motherfuckers that were left in the blood of Jesus still died. That's not here nor there. But, you feel what I'm saying? All of this shit is a combination of civil rights. Because now, okay, yeah, you got the good job. Well, I got my good education. I got my job. Now, in order to keep that compensation, to get that money, to get those raises, now you're now working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Time is money, my G. The more money you're making for somebody else, the more time you're gonna put up. But this is again, because we stopped making businesses, they took over all our businesses, they took over everything. Took over our communities. Like, that's why I hate when people say, oh, you gotta do more for the black community. Ain't no black community. It ain't no black community. There's a white community that black people live in. This is why it's dilapidated. This is why it goes through the shit that it goes through. The white people, what they do, they come and gentrify it, clean it up, and kick you out. Because that's their community. They just let you operate. Think about it. Are you renting from a black landlord? But that's your hood. That's our community. That's not our community. We don't have a community. We don't. We inhabit white communities. Because we're still prisoners of war. But when we inhabit these communities, we gotta be good. Like, we can't have parties. Like, I remember when my mom first moved and shit, it was like, she didn't want us to sit on the front porch because she lived around all white people. You know what I mean? She said, I don't want to get that stereotype of porch monkeys. You can only get a stereotype of porch monkeys if you're a porch monkey, but I get where she was going with that. I get her age bracket. I get where she's coming from. She was in the civil rights movement era. You know what I mean? She was, what? Yeah, she was alive when Martin Luther King died. So she's like, they come from that time frame, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. But then it's just like, when we pull up, our music bangs. We ain't showing off. We ain't trying to be heard. That's just us. When that bass hit, we rock. You feel me? That's us. That's our essence. You're just mad because you can't feel music the way we feel music. But when we go to suburban areas, they want us to turn the shit down. Or they don't know how to, it's uncivilized. You feel me? When we go to a new area, think of J. Cole. That song, what Neighbors said, you know what I mean? They see a whole bunch of black people pull up. They call the SWAT team and everything. They kick the doors in and everything. Why? Because black men, if the behavior you're doing is uncivilized. When we see 3 cars pull up, and we never see you go to work, and you're just living in our neighborhood, and you got dreads that look like whatever, you're just growing your hair out, you're uncivilized. That's how you're viewed. And this is what, congratulations, civil rights movement. This is the aftermath of that shit. This is the aftermath of that shit. A lot of this other shit that is circulating around is all indirect. But all of this at its core is the civil rights movement. Now, I'm not saying it didn't have its perks. It didn't have its unity moments, but collectively, look at where we at. Look at where we at, for real, for real. But this is why shit can happen to us the way it happens. So, don't be shocked anymore. It's what we fought for.